Thank you for tuning in. Okay, yeah, I think we're good to go here. Just loading into my Pokemon Violet. Alright, I like how the first thing I did when I logged in was save. It makes no sense. So today we're gonna, instead of like continuing on with Vivillon, whatever, we're gonna actually continue with our Greavard hunt that we started on our last stream and didn't have much success with. So we'll resume patterns here soon enough. Maybe even today, we'll see. But we're gonna start off heading up to the Glacedo Mountain. Yo, what's up, James? What's up, PhD? Great to see both of you. So we're gonna continue Greavard to start off our hunt. I'm gonna make a Ghost Sammy and then see how that goes. Let me pull up my, well, actually it's just 2 red onion. I do remember. Yo, what is up, Ada? Welcome. Alright, so I guess I'll go down here. We'll start off our hunt. Wait a second. Oh, okay, no, that's just the shading. I thought I had green eyes for a second. I was about to be like, no way. Yo, what is up, Dan? Welcome to stream. I just have to head down here and get to a plot of land where I can make a picnic. Welcome to stream, everyone. Hope you're all doing well. Let me head down. Alright, I think right here I can. Let me save. Guess we'll bring out some Pokemon in our party, why not? Who do I want to put in the party? Guess we could put some of our shinies. No. Are those the only shinies that we've like trained? Alright, Dan, thank you so much. Sounds good, PhD also. I understand, bro. I'm just looking to see what I want to do here. Alright, I'm just trying to make my picnic look pretty. Yo, what's up, hero? Service is crap at the solar field. Alright, maybe I can make the picnic here. Let me save. We're gonna start off getting our Ghost Sammy. So I had luck getting a shiny Frostlass on my last stream at the end, but we were actually hunting, I guess it didn't really matter which one we were hunting, but I wanted to get Greavard. So we're going to put in prosciutto, 2 red onion, and I guess I'll do, I'm running low on Herba Mystica, that's for sure. I'll just do this. Yeah. You're out in the boonies right now? Well, thank you for tuning in. So yeah, we're gonna get this Ghost Sandwich going. We'll see what ends up happening. Hoping to get that Greavard today. I feel like it should be relatively fast to get it, but we spent an hour and all we got was Frostlass, which I feel like is the rare. Definitely the rare spawn, right? Okay, let's get this red onion on. Try to keep it simple. Then we should be gold. Yeah, I appreciate the Ada. You're the goat. You're like my shiny machine. Or you're like my dealer, you know? I meet you in the back alleyway for a shiny boost. I get on my knees for that shiny boost. I'm just joking. Anyways. These sandwiches though, you know. Your tolerance gets higher the more you eat them. So they just have to be stronger. You gotta get more Herba Mystica. Alright, let's see what we got here. Okay, we got our ghost sandwich. Let's start spawning in Greavard and Company. Oh my god. This is the one thing I don't like about this hunt. I keep running into them. Even when I don't run into it, for some reason it clips me into them. So, this is just going to be a lot of running away from this Pokemon. I don't think it's a shiny. I think it's purple, the band. I always forget for some reason, but when I saw it, I instantly knew. Yeah, I'm pretty sure it's like purplish, the band. For Frostlass. I honestly can't remember. But I'm sure that's right. I trust myself. Slightly. I mean, I'm about to check. I need to verify. I'm pretty sure that's what it is. Oh, by the way, I caught a random Sneasel. Yeah, it's like purplish pink. Okay, I was right. Yeah, I feel like out of all the spawns we could have got right off the bat, I thought Graveyard. I guess we are seeing a lot of Frostlass, to be fair, here. Wow. That's a decent amount that spawned in there. See what I'm saying? Like, I did not see that. I'm sure maybe you did. In the comfort of your living space or wherever you are. But I did not see that at all. So, let's keep on checking. I think I get drawn in. See, like this one, I had no idea. Come on. Where did that come from? You weren't there. They look like items too, so I'm like drawn into them like a moth to a flame. But yeah, this one should relatively be kind of obvious when we find it. Oh my goodness, that was me. Okay, I did see that one. I take full responsibility of this encounter. APHG. The Union Room's actually a worse way to do the shiny hunt. Like, the spawns are actually less. Like, the one time I did a Union Room got a shiny, that was like complete luck. Like, that had to just be like, they had an outbreak, but yeah. I mean, I'm down to do a Union Room at some point for sure, but I want to dedicate a stream to doing Union Room hunts with the community. Maybe this weekend we can do something like that. I think I'll be back Saturday. I'll have to figure out what my plans are the next couple days, but maybe Saturday I'll do some Union Room hunts. I'd have to grind for some Herba Mystica though, because I don't really have enough to do that. Alright, cool. But I do want to do stuff like that, for sure. Oh no. I wonder if... I like, the whole duping in the Union Room shiny, I don't know if you could do it for more than 2 people. I don't think it would work past 2 people. I'm gonna be strong today. I'm and try to just get better at avoiding these. I'm gonna have to develop my third eye. Alright. I think this is probably the best place to find them. I'm not entirely sure. But I would like to do an ice sandwich and just kind of run around this mountain. There's a lot of ice Pokemon I don't have shinies of yet. I feel like that's kind of what I want to do at some point today, is just put on a random type and just run around the map. And just see like what type of like force spawns I can create in different areas of Paldea. You just want to help me? Oh, well that's super nice of you. I appreciate you, bro. I mean, if you need like a shiny boost for Greavard, I could give you a boost at some, like when I'm done with my... Like I can give boosts to people so they can do hunts for pretty much free. But yeah, right now I'm just kind of like committing to this first sandwich. We'll see what happens. I mean, to be fair, I think one of our longest hunts in the wild was like 4.5 hours, so if I was willing to endure that for a shiny, we're still pretty early. Like, we've only done about an hour of this Pokemon, and that was on the last stream. Like, today is a new day. I feel great, I have my coffee. Who knows what's gonna happen? I feel like I've been having crazy shiny luck in this game, though. Like, for real. Like, I legitimately found a shiny Sneasel this morning when I was retraining some of my competitive Pokemon, like, just changing their EV spreads. And I was, like, just walking. Found one. It's hard to miss it, too, being pink. Okay, so far nothing. You're trying to get shiny SQ, Hero King. Sorry, I just saw that, my bad. That's a cool shiny. I really like that one too. Someone actually was hunting that on the last stream, and they ended up getting it. I don't actually have one yet. I didn't hunt it. It is in my game, I do have Violet as well, but I didn't do a hunt for it yet. That is one I want though, because it would be my very first SQ shiny. I never got one in Sword and Shield. Okay. Sometimes there's outbreaks for that one. That might be a good way to get it. I'm not sure. Maybe you could just like use an ice encounter by that water where it spawns. That probably is good enough. But yeah, just kind of checking these Greavard. No luck just yet, but so many spawn in. I feel like if we get good odds, was it like 1/600 something, right? We have relatively good odds, so we just keep spawning them in. We're bound to eventually get one. I haven't really done many hunts in this area yet, to be honest. Hence why I was saying I kind of just want to run around with an ice boost. Because I don't really have... I guess there's some that are spawning up here too that I'm not accounting for. Dang. I should be paying attention to those ones, because they could be shinies. That's something to consider when you like walk by terrain, that they might be spawning on the mountainside next to you. So it's like, depending on where you path is also kind of important. And obviously they can spawn behind me as well, which is, you know, I'm not gonna sit here and just turn around non-stop, but there is an off chance that is a possibility. You're gonna catch one in your Violet copy or breed one in your Scarlet. I think it might be better to just catch it in the wild. I mean, I don't know though, because egg hatches are all over the place. You can hatch relatively fast. Sometimes it takes a little bit of time. Yo, Sombra, what is up? Shout out to Sombra. Great to see you. Wait, actually, real quick. 1 second. 1 second, chat. Okay. Sorry. All good. I just realized I panic save though, so we have to commit to this sandwich. But it's okay. It'll be worth it. I had to just check on something, but I realized like it's all taken care of. Just adulting. Sombra, it's great to see you. You don't have any of the herbs. That makes sense. Alright, now I have to get a shiny because I saved. Please. I make many blunders. But we have to in the sake of the spectrum of life, you know? Yo, let me give you a shout out real quick here. And also, if you're free at any point today, Sombra, are you down to do a best of 3 open cheat? Not on stream. I'll do it off stream. I'm trying to get some advice on my team. Like, I feel like there's days where I'm like, oh yeah, I'm gonna run this in the tournament and then I'll practice it. Other days and I'm like, this team is not gonna cut it. It's not good enough. And it's getting close to the wire. Like, I have 2 weeks to prepare for Charlotte. So it's all good, I got it. Hey lazy boy, what's up? What's your question? And hopefully a blessing. That sounds good. This weekend can work. I actually have a shiny Palafin. I don't think there's... You can't get level 3 encounter... Oh, can you get level 3 encounter without herb? I don't know, actually. Maybe you can, but it's not with sparkling power. Let's see. Yeah, I didn't think so. I think level 2 is like the highest you can get without using Herba Mystica. Like, there are certain ingredients you can... Or recipes, excuse me. Alright, so we're just kind of like... praying. I guess, to be honest, even if we don't find a shiny and I'd saved on accident, it's fine. I mean, I've gotten so many shiny boosts from people. It's whatever, right? If we waste a little bit of Herba Mystica here and there. It's just the balance of life itself. Hey Alfie, welcome. Very interesting. You have to do it the hard way. I mean, to be honest, like a lot of these hunts, just by running around and despawning and spawning stuff in, I found a lot of full odds shinies. I mean, granted, I have the shiny charm. Like, maybe if you have the shiny charm, I mean, maybe it doesn't make that much of a difference, to be honest. But it's just probability, right? Like, you just have to get a little lucky. Just as I'm saying that, I found the shiny. Yes! That's crazy! Well, that's... Well, I don't have, can't use false swipe on this. You know what? I'm gonna quick ball it, just because it's gold. If it doesn't catch it, it's fine. Alright, we got it. Yo! I actually just found it, like, saying that... those are, like... some of the best shinies. I found so many shinies in this game as I'm like answering a question about the shiny, or let's check it out. Let's see if it has a mark. Alright, that makes me happy to know that we actually got the shiny already. We're only like 20 minutes into the stream. It's adamant nature, that's cool. No mark though. Alright, sick. Let's save. I would use an Ultra Ball. If I find another one, I'll use an Ultra. Or maybe I should go somewhere else. This is nighttime. Like, I could find other ghosts. You know what? We're gonna go somewhere else real quick. Let's go over... Let's see if we can get Bayonet. Oh yeah, that sounds good. Yeah, the Paldea Prologue. I do kind of want to make a team for that too. Because we can use Miraidon or Koraidon for it. It's just been tough, you know. It takes so much time to build a team in-game. And it's like, I always like want to like perfect it on Showdown before. And it's like... It's just so hard to like settle on anything. It's like, it's a complicated process for sure. Like, a part of me wants to just commit to my spice, but there's another element. Oh wait, I guess Sinistea is over here too. I don't remember what this thing looks like, to be honest, as a shiny. Is it like green? I should probably look real quick. I honestly do not remember what Sinistea or whatever it's called looks like. I just want to bring it up on Cerebi so I can confirm, not like miss it if I end up seeing it. Sinistea. I feel like it's green, but I just want to make sure. I could be wrong also. Oh no, it's like purple, excuse me. It's like pinkish. So it should be kind of obvious when we find it. If we do find it, excuse me. Okay. You shiny hunted Sack Attack on Pokemon Sword and Guard. Yo, Alfie, that's a great shiny, yo. I love that shiny. Congrats on getting that. You're just waiting for the legendaries core. Like what they're gonna... Are you gonna do the Pro League? Oh wait. Are signups still available? Signups are still available for that, right? Like you just have to log online and register, right? Oh my gosh, I almost forgot I have to do that. I've just been so caught up. I guess I haven't really like been thinking about that much. Yo, they spawn here too? Ooh, Misdreavus. I'm just kind of roaming. I don't really care what I get at this point, but I'm just seeing if... We have like 13 minutes left. After I'm in the sandwich, I'm gonna see if I can register for that tournament. I think there's like 15 battles you can do a day or something. I don't know what I should use, Koraidon or Miraidon? Part of me wants to run Koraidon. But then I'm like, yo, I can run Miraidon with Iron Moth. That could be cool. You got a lot of Pokemon that synergize well. That's sick, yeah. I saw that Cybertron BGC actually was running a team recently that was running Pain Split, Evolite, Misdreavus in VGC. Like, that's crazy. Not like crazy, it's actually like really cool. I thought it was going to be a Parish Trap team when I saw it, but it's actually just Pain Split, which is a move I haven't really seen much of this gen, to be fair. But it was doing work. If you don't know what Pain Split does, essentially whatever you target, it takes... It pretty much like equalizes the HP between the target and the user. So like if you're at low health and you just Pain Split on a full health Pokemon, it essentially like heals you and hurts them. So it's like a pretty good move for like dealing damage and also just kind of like staying on the field. Becoming like a nuisance. Honestly, Misdreavus would be a cool shiny to get. Even though I have this in other games already, I definitely have it in Arceus. Or maybe it was Miss Magnus. I don't remember, honestly, at the top of my head. But yeah, this one should be pretty obvious if we found it. It's green. Dun, dun, dun. Yeah, I think I might do ice next. Unless like we want to do like a vote in the chat. Because ice I feel like I don't really have many of. And I'm just going to kind of like run around and see my luck. Whoa. I've been a little nervous about... Like I could do Vivillon or whatever, but like I honestly didn't want to do it because I saw like there were some like reports of some people's data getting corrupted, and I don't know what it's associated with. Is it with the DLC sending postcards in from Pokemon Go? I mean, it's been working fine for me, but the few I mean, I don't want to fearmonger here because I feel like that's what a lot of these channels that are like posting videos on it are doing. It's like they're just using it as an opportunity to continue to shit on the game and like, you know, farm for views, but it consequently like almost like fearmongers because I feel like it's only like 12 people in total like that I've maybe seen reports of this happening to, and there's no idea or correlation of like between any of the cases. So what I'm trying to get at is like, who really knows what happened? But it's like such a small amount of people that it's happening to that it's probably not that significant. So it makes it seem more significant when all these YouTubers are like making videos on it, right? Like I even considered making a video on it, like discussing it, but then I was like, I don't know, I feel like it doesn't really help anyone out because I'm not adding anything, I don't really know what the hell's going on. I wanted to bring attention to people, but I also didn't want to like make it seem like it's a bigger issue than it maybe truly is. You know? Because I feel like, yeah, for real. Your theory is that it's that it's the console that play on an SD card. So you think it's a console that plays on an SD card? You think it's like the SD card issue that was happening during Sword and Shield? Wasn't that what happened with that game at its launch originally? Like some players had corrupted data based on their SD card. I feel like that's how I remember it, but I also like, it's been so long. Like I'm not sure. But yeah, I guess like part of me like almost didn't want to play just to be safe, but then I'm like, that's like the thing that is unfortunate about this scenario where it's like, this could not affect any of us at all. Like it could even be people that have like compromised switches, you know, like they have modded switches or whatever, hacked switches. Like I have no idea, like we don't know. Like would someone admit that if they had like a modded switch or they had like illegal activity on their switch? Like I don't even know. Like I'm not saying that, like I'm not trying to write off people that this happened to, but you know, that could be a reality, is that like maybe these people are just like playing the game in a way that wasn't supposed to be played, and I don't know, maybe something weird happened, who knows? Because like when it's like such a small amount of people, it's like hard to say, right? Like I mean, unfortunately Pokemon doesn't have a cloud. I guess like the one thing I could say is they don't have a cloud save for this game, right, on the Switch, even though they do have the possibility to do so. And the main reason why they don't is because the way people can cheat would be like it'd be easier and more accessible for people to cheat in this game. But the reality is people already cheat in this game non-stop. Like how many YouTube videos or like streams do you see that are just bots trading away like generated Pokemon from hacked switches, or someone doing a giveaway of like perfect IV Froakie? Like how is that even possible? Like that's not possible. Like to get a perfect IV of any of these shinies, let alone just trading out mass amounts of them, like obviously they're not like real. So like, it's kind of one of the situations where you end up harming the people that are actually loyal players to your fan base. Like the people who are playing Pokemon Go, who are playing Scarlet, Violet, who are buying the DLC. You're punishing these players with like whatever, I don't know, like again, like I don't know how like expansive this glitch is, and I don't want to make it seem like it's bigger than it is, but if these are legit players that just got their game file deleted by some weird update in the patch, then it's just unfortunate, because if they had cloud save, then people could still revive their data if something unfortunate on their SD card or like physical copy occurred. Yo, Inkster, welcome to the stream. Good to see you. Yeah, you can plug it into that thing right there. But yeah, my point being, I guess, like without dragging on too long with it, is in a way it's like like they're trying to prevent more people from cheating, right? But in the long run, they're really not preventing cheating, and they're just harming the people that are loyal to the game. So yeah, it's a little weird. But yeah, I just wanted to talk about it briefly because it was on my mind going into today's stream. Because I didn't want to like sit here and not stream or play a game, because it really has not been affecting me. I honestly feel like if I didn't even read this stuff, I would have never even like, you know what I mean? I bet you like nothing will ever happen. Like my game will probably be fine. But at the same time, like I thought it'd be worth mentioning, because I thought it was like kind of curious. Like I wonder if anyone's seen any updates on it or knows anything more about it. Any like speculation. Hey Reverse Dawn, good to see you. Shiny Perfect Ivy Eevee marked Froakie named Rob. Yeah. For sure. Yeah, I mean that's what I'm saying though, is like clearly these are like they're not stopping cheating, is what I'm getting at. So it would just be better for them to kind of figure out a way. Like, I don't think there's ever really been an issue in a Pokemon game, but it maybe was in Sword and Shield briefly. Yeah, don't jinx it. Yeah, that's a good point. I'll leave it at that. But yeah, I mean, it doesn't... I still think the game is, like, worth criticizing, of course. Like, I'm not, like, sitting out here, like, chilling for it. I think, like, the frame rates are pretty bad and all that, but... yeah. I don't think, like, we have anything to worry about in regards to... I guess I would say be cautious if you feel, like, the need to be, like... but yeah. Honestly, if my save file just deleted, I would just never play this game again. I would just be done with it, like, realistically. Yo, what's up, Chimchar? I got a little bit of time left here. Yeah, that's what I was just talking about briefly. I think it's probably not as like big as people are making it out to be, but still something to think about. Yeah, it's a good point. Like, there is there's probably, like, they don't even really try to check legitimacy in Pokemon, really. And the thing is, like, even that, like, Perfect IV Froakie that gets traded away is, like, deemed legitimate in the eyes of Gamefreak. Because it's a possibility. But the thing is, if they had a way to, like, determine, you know, if multiple people were sharing the same PID and such, maybe they could, like, detract and remove these Pokemon. I don't know though. They could also probably be made to have unique PIDs if they're just genning them. Alolan Ninetales is going to be insane competitively. Honestly, it's going to be like everywhere. It's going to be such a good snow setter. And being fairy ice is already like such good. It's so good, yo. It's gonna be everywhere once they allow it. I'm kind of excited too, to be honest, because I never really played Sun and Moon BGC much, so I would love to play Alolan Ninetales competitively. Especially in a generation where they did Snow a little bit of a service by buffing it. Features. Yeah, we were talking about the one that wipes your game. Thanks for tuning in. Hope everyone's doing well. Yeah, I honestly don't think you have anything to worry about, but if you are like worried about it, maybe just like take a break for until we have more answers about what happened. I just don't like the idea that like it comes off as fear-mongering a bit. Because like I said, like literally there's people who are going to be playing that have no idea this is even occurring on the internet. And they're never going to be affected by these like this discourse, I guess. Okay, we have about a minute left. But it's daytime, so there's no more ghosts. So I'm gonna go back to the mountain. Just for like the final bits. See, that's the thing, like, I bet you any money, like, all the people that are complaining are like actual cheaters. I mean, I want to believe that. That's probably not the reality, but I just want to believe that they were all cheaters and somehow the game just like self-imploded. Yeah, absolutely. Like there's like a process you can go through to verify, but you can't ever 100% know. You just have to use your best judgment. Like if you're getting a free perfect IV, perfect nature, shiny Pokemon, I could almost guarantee it's fake. But if you're getting one that's like terrible IVs, you know, wrong nature, I mean, there's a chance that's real. Like, sometimes it's just better not to overthink it. Because it's not like you're gonna get punished for getting traded a Pokemon that looks legitimate but just isn't. That's why, I don't know, it's just, sometimes you just gotta like be wary of who you trade with. Like a lot of times people want to do trades who just come into the stream randomly, but I always try to be weary about who I trade with. Alright. It's all good, yo. You don't need to apologize, like, it's like a video game. I mean, the reality is, like, there are probably, like, mystery gift Pokemon, right? That's what I'm assuming. Like, maybe it's like Meloetta or Hoopa. I mean, I've been playing actively, so I have majority of the mystery gifts they've distributed. But, I don't even, like, necessarily feel like... I know people that have done stuff like that. I personally don't care enough to do it. Like, I don't, like, as long as I have one of a certain species in my living decks and home, that's all I care about. And even Magearna was the one I didn't have until more recently. But that was, like, so easy to get, yo. All you have to do is, like, beat Sun and Moon. And have, I never even realized that you could get, because I never actually did the Alolan Championship in that game. Like, I just stopped playing on on Moon, excuse me. But that's one mystery gift mythical Pokemon that you can still get to this day, because they have a AR code that you actually use. But anyways, I'm gonna make an ice sandwich. And we're gonna just run around the mountain here and see what type of ice Pokemon we find. So we did end up finding our graveyard, I'm happy about that. And let me just see what I gotta use for ice. I actually don't remember off the top of my head. Did I do Iron Wake? I mean, excuse me. Did I do Walking Wake and Iron Leaps? Yeah, I've done them before, yeah. Ice cream sandwich? Actually, yeah, it is like an ice cream sandwich, isn't it? That's actually great. 2 cloth stick, okay. Yeah, I did them on the day 1. What's my opinion on RNG manipulation? I'm for it, yo. Actually, I have a video I'm working on about RNG manipulation in BDSP. I think more people should know about it. I personally consider them legal Pokemon because it's not like anyone who considers RNG manipulation cheating. I look at it like this, like literally you could just PK hex or cheat these Pokemon in the game in a minute. Why would you go out of your way to learn a whole new shiny hunting? I consider it just a different way to shiny hunt, personally. A smart way to shiny hunt, in fact. Like, I don't know any ways to RNG manipulate in Scarlet Violet. Like, I think shiny hunting is relatively easy in this game, to be honest. But, BDSP, when I learned about RNG manipulation through the blink method, I did that actually a lot on my stream. I thought it was, like, really cool. And it's not guaranteed. Like, you actually have to, like... It's a method that you have to get good at and then perfect it. But I have a video that I was gonna post because there's a YouTuber, Papa Hefe, and I'm a Blissey on YouTube. I came across their content like a couple months ago, like before this game came out actually. And I just like opened up my mind. I never even realized like you can what RNG manipulation was, or like how you can do it in previous generations and such. But yeah, in BDSP, like you can figure out your RNG seed without a hack switch. Like it's a completely legitimate, legal switch, and you're not manipulating your save file, you're not manipulating your switch in any way, you're using all the resources you have available to you. And you can actually figure out where shiny Pokemon are on the frame. And you can like essentially like time out to when you like encounter or click on, you know, certain... You can't do it everywhere in the game, there's only certain places it works. But if you wanted to hunt like shiny Arceus, like is what I actually did, you can get you can actually like, instead of soft resetting like and just blindly... So, okay, it's so confusing, honestly. In every Pokemon game, RNG is not random. Every time you log into your game, there's an RNG seed that your game follows, and you don't know what it is, but like every second, every frame, there's like a new Pokemon that's being generated in the code. Like it has random IVs, it determines its nature, its ability, like if it's shiny or not. And essentially what you're doing is, with RNG manipulation a lot of times, is you're figuring out where the shiny actually is in relation to your current frame. And either you have to like wait it out, or there's like certain ways you can like speed up the process. And then it's a matter of just like timing out your encounter with a certain Pokemon accurately. But like with like the legendary Pokemon in BDSP, you can actually RNG manipulate every single static encounter in the post game. You can do all the like event ones too, like Shaman, Darkrai. Remember the conversation about Pokemon RNG is not real? I think RNG manipulation is absolutely real though, because they're real Pokemon in your game. You're just using resources to find them. So you're not generating them, they're actually in your game. Yeah, exactly. Like, who doesn't want a shiny Arceus and doesn't want to spend a year getting it? Like, that's kind of like, I was saving my shiny Arceus to soft reset on stream, but I ended up discovering the RNG manipulation, and I saw it as a completely legitimate way to get a shiny Arceus, you know, like, and I streamed it, and I'm making a video that I'm still editing for my daily Sassifrass YouTube channel. I'm gonna post that actually just breaks down the entire process. Unfortunately, you can't get an Azure flute anymore, but if you by chance have one and you didn't catch your Arceus yet, this is actually a really good method for you to get your shiny Arceus. But even if you did catch your Arceus, there's other Pokemon that you can still catch through this method in game. Pokemon in the Trophy Garden you can catch, you can do the Unknown in Solace Ruins. Even different areas in the map still work for RNG manipulation, but you can RNG manipulate in even previous gens. You may have even heard about the Mew glitch, where you can like glitch in a Mew without using like a Game Shark or whatever. The way that's done is through RNG manipulation. Yeah. Yo, what's up, Sir Dracus? Great to see you. Dracus, great to see you, bro. I do want to hunt. I think I will at some point Masuda method that shiny. I already have a Zoroark in Legends Arceus, but I think it'd be cool to breed for zero attack IV for competitive use. But yeah, right now I'm just kind of the only thing, like, my whole, like, this is my whole, like, take on, like, Pokemon. RNG manipulation in my mind is legitimate. If I went into a previous gen and I tried to RNG manipulate, like, and the thing is, as time and time goes on, there's, like, less value in doing RNG manipulation. Like, honestly. Like, the ideal in the past would be, you want to RNG manipulate to get a good IV spread on a legendary for competitive play. Like, you want to, like, get a hidden power that you need, or you need zero speed IV or like zero attack IV. That's like why a lot of people would use RNG manipulation. So you aren't just sitting there blindly like getting rerolls of like IVs, but you're actually like intentionally going into a hunt. And it still takes time and effort. It's not like you're just like pressing buttons and you instantly get what you want. But yeah, I think I personally view RNG manipulation as anything that doesn't require third-party assistance in any modification of your save file or your console, I consider legitimate. So that's pretty much where I'll leave that. Fuecoco. Fuecoco. Alright, I'm just kind of like, not really sure what I'm hunting. I'm just kind of going for any ice type here. Surface sounds good, bro. Perfect. But yeah, I know it's like kind of like controversial, I guess, but I mean, I feel like there's like a very, like the purist of the game that like, I don't know, like shiny hunting is already like a very like, there's like so many sects of it, like it's like divided between like how people like the consider legitimate versus cheating. I usually just draw the line at gen Pokemon. Like anything that's like made on PK Hex or like created by a Sysbot, I just don't want in my collection. But anything else, like if you RNG manipulated, if you cloned a Pokemon, I'm down. Like that's how I look at it. Like I don't really trade for clones these days, at least knowingly. But like when I was, like back in the day when I was playing on DS, I remember like cloning was very common in that era. Like people would just clone their rare Pokemon and pretty much trade their rare for rare. Beat Gita, pure RNG alone. That's funny. Gita is one of the more unique champions, right? I'm sure we'll see more with Gita in the DLC. So with Bergmite, I think we mainly just have to look for the eyes. I think the bottom is a little bit different too. We'll see. We'll see how lucky we get. Yo, do you breed for it? Kita is the final boss. I could see it. Yeah, that's 100%. That is true. I mean, like, if you really want to look at it, like, you're a part of the probability. Like, we're just kind of, like, blindly pressing buttons. Like, it's all just happening behind the surface. There's shinies everywhere. We just too dumb to get them to come out, right? Why do you hear Galar music? Wait, this is Galar? Oh, is it because I have different... Wait, I thought I had different music on. It's because I have different music on in the background, in general. I only have like... Wait, actually... Do I? No, I have the regular in-game music in, I just realized. I'm turning it off, though. Is that what Galar sounds like? What do I think of Pokemon Challenge videos? I like his content. I didn't really watch all of it, but I still like it. I've never done a Nuzlocke myself officially, but I've wanted to attempt at least one. Yeah. Yeah, I see what you're saying, Reverse Dawn. I think it's like important though, like at the end of the day, the way I look at it is like I just kind of respect people for the way they want to play the game. Like there's people that don't even want to play with a shiny charm and they want to shiny hunt intentionally. And I personally don't want to play like that, but I also kind of hold to a high regard the way they play the game. You know, I can like recognize it takes a lot of like ambition. So I would like put them probably at like a higher rank in my brain to like the shinies they catch, you know what I'm saying? But if I knew someone just constantly like got stuff from trades from YouTubers or gens, like I wouldn't even care about the collection. But in the same breath, like I think just like the RNG manipulation is cool because you learn how the games operate and function. It just kind of changes how you look at Pokemon. I think the Bergmite has like a different bottom too, if I remember correctly, if we end up seeing it. That's crazy. That's the same wild music. Maybe they do use a lot of it. Same. Maybe it's just better for the code, who knows? I don't know though. I don't know why they code the games they do, to be honest. My knowledge of coding is like very surface level at this point. That's the midday wild area music. Yeah, I had the in-game music in until just you mentioning that. Like I realized I didn't even have on like my Nightbot or whatever. So I was thinking maybe it could have been that, but I was like tripped out for a second trying to figure out like what was going on. Alright, so far no shinies. I mean, like, the fact that, like, the way I look at it is, like, too, like, I'm willingly doing a lot of, like, Masuda hunts and such in this game, and it's because it's really, like, the best way to get shinies in the game. I think it really just comes down to, at times, like, picking your line in the sand, right? Like, it took me 1,502 eggs to get a shiny Froakie. And I don't know. I'm not saying that was like necessarily the best investment of time, but now that I have it, it's like I don't really think of it as like a waste of time. I just kind of think of it as like a valuable shiny in my collection that I worked for. And I think that has a lot more value than just getting shit for free. Like anything that you have to like kind of go out of your way to do something that requires a little bit of like a skill ceiling to... I mean, not that there's like a skill ceiling in this, but to be fair, yeah, there is. How fast are you at like despawning, respawning, checking? You know, you could probably get more shinies if you were faster. I mean, it's pretty easy, I guess. But it doesn't mean that there isn't like a skill ceiling. But yeah, let's we're just wandering, you know. We're not entirely sure. But yeah, I appreciate people tuning in. There's talks. Me and my girl are thinking about maybe going to Las Vegas tomorrow for like a couple days. So Saturday's stream might be like later in the day, depending on what we do. But I'm thinking about maybe doing a Union Room stream. I don't know how that will go, but I also will go into it with no expectations. You know? We'll just try to have fun with it. I'm leaning towards it, like, I guess. But I also have to see, like, what our plans are this weekend. There might be a chance I have to postpone Saturday in general. The divorce maker? We want to go to some restaurants. We're not that far from it, I guess. The divorce maker? I have 17 minutes left here. Currently doing Ho-Oh, Software Set and Ultra Sun. 1045 resets so far. Dang. A lot of respect for that. Like, one of the reasons why I want to shiny hunt in previous gens is I want to do like a ribbons journey. Like, I was thinking of doing like a subscriber goal for my YouTube channel. Maybe like when I reach like 1,000 subs, I'll hunt a full odds wild shiny encounter in Pokemon Sapphire. Like, that could take a year. But like, I'd probably do it as like a... Like, I'd maybe, you know, centralize it on a couple streams. Like, I'd mainly do that, but I'd probably do it more as like... I'd be doing other things on stream still. But I'd like also still just be checking wild spawns, like, while I'm doing other stuff. You know what I mean? Like, it'd almost become like a part of the stream until I got the shiny. I thought that could be cool, because I've always wanted to like just get a random shiny encounter in Sapphire, but I never have. And there's no like shiny charm in that game, so it'd be like kind of a crazy shiny. I mean, if I did something like that, I would definitely have to set up like a false swipe user and such. So I make sure that if I do encounter something, I absolutely catch it. I don't know, I'm thinking about it, I guess. Like, it's like... I feel like it could be. You need two DSs and essentially just like the Poke Transporter and Pokemon Bank on your DSs. I think, yeah. I think a couple copies, like, I think you need 2 copies of a Gen. Like, pretty much you have to send it from Gen 3 to Gen 4, then Gen 4 to Gen 5, and then I think from Gen 5 you can send it straight into home. If I remember correctly. But yeah, if I got the Kanto Fire, the only thing is I don't have 2 Game Boy Advances, or I guess I technically do have 2 DSs, but one's at home. Like, on the East Coast. But I would need Fire Leaf to get all the ribbons, because I'd have to trade it over into those games and give it like the Kanto. Actually, I think the ribbon might be the same. Actually, no, I think Kanto ribbon's different than Champion ribbon. I don't remember. But yeah, there's definitely like a way to go about it, I guess. Like, I would want to send a shiny all the way through like all the ribbons, kind of. That's kind of like what I was hoping to do with that type of subscriber goal. But again, like, I don't even know if anyone like... That's something people would want to see, if it would be a nightmare for me to accomplish. I mean, I'm sure it would be. But that's part of it too, right? It's like all those hours just for that clip of me finally getting the shiny. But I mean, like, I think that'd be super cool to just, like, you know, because it's not like just getting the shiny at that point. It's a ribbon journey. I really like the idea of doing that, but I guess I'll like, maybe I'll make a community post. But I'm just mentioning out here, like if you're watching this, especially like on Daily Sassifrass, let me know like if that's something you're interested in, because I don't know, it would be a very ambitious challenge. It'd be cool to integrate some of the different gens of Pokemon on the channel in general. Oh my gosh, yeah, there's like a lot of really cool, like, I don't want to say like off-brand, because they're not like necessarily off-brand, but like there's a lot of different like Pokemon games that are not the main series ones that are really fun. Pokemon Ranger is kind of a cool series too on the DS. But yeah, for the most part, we're just kind of looking for some random ice Pokemon at the moment. Haven't had much luck. And dive. Okay. Obama Snow is just like blue instead of green. Yeah, I think Bergmite has yellow actually on the bottom. I'm trying to think, like, I caught one in Pokemon Go when it came out recently. It has like yellow eyes and I think like greenish yellow below it too or something. That's awesome, yeah. I've heard a lot of good things with like Mystery Dungeon. I've never played one of those games personally. Like, I've been having fun with Scarlet and Violet because I am competing later this month. To be honest, I'm like nervous about this tournament, like that I'm not taking it as serious as I should. Because I'm not running any Paradox Pokemon in my current iteration for my tournament team. And I feel like I might be like making a bad decision. But it's like people who I play and stuff, they're all like, wow, this team's good, it can work, it's solid. It's super, it's hard. It's hard to know. Like, I'm trying to do more testing with it. But like, then I'll play ladder, and I guess, like, to be fair, it's ladder. You know, it's not the same as a tournament. And it's like, I just can't, like, overcome certain cores. Like, they just make amazing calls. Or it's like the right, like the moveset, I probably would have played around it differently if I would have known the moves they were running. Oh, so you stopped playing around Gen 4 and you started playing again more recently. That's interesting. What do you feel about these new games since it's been so long? You think Ultra Sun and Ultra Moon are the best games to offer set? I don't even know, honestly. But, I mean, I don't even own a copy of Ultra Sun or whatever, Ultra Moon. I only have Moon, and that one I barely beat. Yeah. Surf Isbun, you've been helping me out with practice though, I appreciate that, bro. It's just like tough. Like, I don't want to say too much like on my stream. Like, I want to try to keep some of my strategy like a secret. Wait, is that the shiny? Oh no. That was weird. It looked like it was different colors. Am I crazy? I thought the bottom of it was different. And it like just wasn't. A part of me just wants to like... I sold a lot of my Pokemon games as a kid. I realized like I don't have all of them. Like I had Fire Red, but I couldn't find it. So I assume I sold it at one point. Maybe not really caring much for a Kanto remake. But I kind of wish I still had it. Yeah, I totally understand. A lot of times they're just kind of the same game. With like some new gimmick implemented. Arceus was really cool, but I feel like that game got a little stale once you beat it. Like you can shiny hunt, of course, but if they had like a game like Arceus that had a similar battle system to the main series games, I feel like that would be like a nice blend. Because the way the battling was in that game, for like it'd be cool if the battles for wild Pokemon was the same in Arceus, but maybe like whenever you actually battled other trainers, it went back to like this format and didn't have like the quick or the agile and strong moves or whatever. Yo, what's up, Luke Skydragon? Great to see you, homie. Shout out to Luke. It's been a minute, bro. Hope you're doing well. Alright. How much time do I have left on this? Like 8 minutes. Still haven't found like anything in this little area. That's pretty interesting. Yeah, bro, how's everything going, man? How's the pogo grind? Yeah, so I'm just... Right now, we're just trying our luck with an ice sandwich. Had no real target, just kind of seeing what happens. Alpha Rapidash? It's been okay. I got myself a... What is it? Bruxish? They released that in Pokemon Go. Was it today or yesterday? I just saw it for the first time today. You moved out to the middle of nowhere in Wisconsin, so there's like no stops. Oh, wow. That means you have to create them, right? Alright, so I'm going to the top of the mountain, why not? Looks like we might have the software set. I'm not finding anything yet. It's interesting, you know, because there's times where we find like 3 shinies in one sandwich. But we can't find any. Your submission keeps getting denied for farmland? I don't think I've ever had it stop successfully go through, and it doesn't even make sense because I've submitted historical monuments and stuff. I feel like someone at Niantic just hates me. I've always just felt that about the game. Like literally there was I competed in a tournament and I was the final match of the day, and it was for placement of being in the top 8. And they stopped the stream like right before my battle. Like, I'm not even kidding. And I used to make content a lot for Pokemon Go. Plus I was running a spicy team. Like I was running a spicy team and I was like doing really well. And it was an international tournament. It was like last July for NAIC. Like literally they stopped the tournament right before my battle. Very interesting. I mean, they didn't stop the tournament. They stopped the stream. Excuse me. They stopped the live stream. They didn't live stream my battle, even though it was like the final battle to see who got in the top 8. I mean, I'm fine. Like, I don't care that much, honestly. I just think it's funny. I actually kind of wear it as like a badge of honor in a way. But I mean, it could all just been coincidence. That's what they'd want you to think. Well, I mean, that isn't even, honestly, that's not even the first time stuff like that has happened. It's pretty common, honestly. Like, you'll learn that, like, a lot of times you're just kind of like... There's like a cool kids club in every single, like... facet of life. And I mean, I'd say that like facetious, so like I don't actually view the people who are necessarily in the club as cool or whatever, but you kind of get the idea. It's like being in high school still. It's like very cliquey. I mean, I'm not the most, I'm very critical of the companies of the games I play, so I'm not necessarily brand friendly either. So I'm not like eating myself up about it. If anything, it was more like the way I missed getting in the top 8 was just by one play. So it was like a tough scenario, but it was honestly like great matches overall. Like I had a great time. Like my opponent was really good. So I mean, even though I lost, it came down to a coin flip. And then I've considered maybe doing go for one of the regionals or internationals that are still in the cycle, just to see if I still have it in me. But I just really haven't had much interest. I kind of stopped playing recently, other than more of a casual player. Yo, what's up, Jathan? Great to see you. Cool trainer gang. I mean, it's just like how industries work in general. It's like music, art, like everything's like that. You know, you have to be willing to like play ball to a degree if you want to be successful. Like obviously if you're just like good and you're skilled and you just top a tournament, like sure. You're gonna like get eyes on you regardless of what happens. But yeah, for the most part, like when they bring people on stream in tournaments, it's usually like, you know, it's not just random. Like they usually pick people that, like, at least like in the beginning of the tournaments, they'll pick known creators or known battlers that have good reputations that get people hype on the stream, which makes 100% sense. It's just, I mean, to be fair, like the esports scene of Pokemon is not really that big, so it doesn't actually matter that much. Like esports in general is like in a very interesting spot. I feel like I don't really follow much of like esports and other games, but I've just been seeing like a lot of videos recently talking about how esports is like dying, or like I've been seeing like esports like drop players from like different games and such, or like cut losses. Like how do they even make money, I guess? Because it's not like the same as like going to a football game where they can charge you for like tickets. I mean, I guess they could adapt a similar model of like selling jerseys and merch and, you know, tickets to live shows. Like I don't know how it works. Like pay-per-view events for like tournaments. But yeah, like the current way it all works, I don't know how people really make a lot of like return on investing in esports. You finally found the shiny Eevee and it's 6 IV. Oh my god, yo, that's insane. I can't believe you hatched a perfect IV shiny. That's sick. Congratulations. That's insane. So you're like always behind Luke when you battle now. You mean personally, if you was running a game, I'd want a few people that are critical to help improve the game. Yeah, I feel that 100%. That's a good point, yeah. Like, it's like, not just like complaining, but like offering solutions at times too, when you're like that passionate about a game. Yeah, exactly. Like, it's in the name, like esports, sports. Like right now, I guess like technically, like they kind of have something similar to that. Like, I mean, like if you go to these events, of course, like you have to pay to have like a spectator badge or whatever, right? But I think the thing is like, because these are, like, it's a weird, like, I don't even know if it's like a paradox, but it's like, not a lot of people watch the streams necessarily, but like they couldn't really profit off the streams. Like, it's like they can't really like put it behind a paywall, or then there'd be less people watching these like tournaments and such. So it's like a really weird place to be, I guess. Or maybe it's like you just have to make those adaptations and just roll with the punches. Like maybe, I don't know, it's like a weird place where it's like everything's like being streamed for free on Twitch, but then it's like, yeah, I guess like what I'm trying to say is like it doesn't really benefit the people making the content, really. I don't know. I don't want to see them like heavily monetize stuff either, but like I guess I'm just trying to think of like how could they make it so it actually makes profit, because as of right now it's like even like Moist Critical, he's like a content creator I watch and he has a esports team, and they've run that shit at a loss. You know, like their whole investment is just like they lose like double-digit money every month to pay these players. That's awesome, yo. Friendly reminder that Espeon knows Magic Bounce. Is something going on that's not good? Yo, by any chance, Sir Fizz, are you at home? Are you able to give me a shiny boost if you're down? Though a big problem with esports is, well, there isn't going to be a soccer 2 in 2024 or an update. Yeah, and I think the thing with like, I think one of the problems too is not just like even monetizing it, but it's like so vast. Like sports, it's just like soccer. Like there's obviously like categories still. Like there's soccer, basketball, football, blah blah blah. But within like video games, even within the same genre, there's different franchise. Like there's like Call of Duty, there's Warzone. Wait, actually is that the same game? I don't even know. It's probably the exact same game and I just completely blundered that. There's Overwatch, there's Apex, there's that Valorant one, whatever. You know what I'm saying? Like there's all these different first person shooter games, but they're all completely splitting this whole like fan base of people that are into first person shooters, like Counterpoint, etc. You know what I'm saying? It's like, because there's no like definitive one first person shooter game that you have to strive to be good at to be considered like the best first person shooter player in the world, I feel like it's like kind of a hard place to actually have a true competition, like if that makes sense. Because a lot of times it's just like there's Pokemon, there's World of Warcraft. You know what I mean? Like, would it make more sense to like almost like design games? It's like weird because it would be bad for profit, obviously, for a lot of these companies and brands. But it's like if we just remove the capitalistic nature of the need to constantly like sell crappy products for money over time, you know, because it's like a good business model. Like imagine like there's like this whole cohesion of like gaming where it was like we'll make the best first person shooter where like it's cross-platform, anyone can play in this game, and it all like everyone plays under the same rules. You know what I'm saying? But like that's just, I don't know if that's like a crazy thought, but I was thinking about it. Oh, you can boost me? Yo, I appreciate that. Go still, yeah, please. Actually, real quick, let me get more coffee before we do that, Ada. Sorry. But I was just thinking about it, you know, like, does that make sense to you? That like, because there's so many different genres of video games that could have a potential esports scene, that it's actually problematic to an overall arcing like esports. Because you can't like simply, like, is there going to be a Pokemon? I guess like Pokemon is like different because it already is such a large franchise. Like I guess there could be like a category for just Pokemon alone. But even within Pokemon, there's Pokemon Unite, Pokemon Trading Card Game, Pokemon Go, Pokemon Scarlet and Violet. You know what I'm saying? It's like there's still like segmented. There's not just like a unified Pokemon esports thing. It's just like all segmented within Pokemon, even within that. And those are all just like variations of other games that exist to some degree. I mean, I guess like Pokemon VGC is still very unique, the playstyle and competitiveness of like what it offers. But like Pokemon Unite's a MOBA that already exists. Like not like, you know, you get what I'm saying. Like there's MOBAs that already exist. Trading card games that already exist competitively. So it's like, I don't know, it just feels like a big dream the more and more I like think about it. Like how is it possible if they're not huge just by the nature of what they are right now? How could they get bigger? All right, sounds good at it. I'm gonna get more coffee real quick. But yeah, do you get what I'm saying, chat? Like I'm not trying to like be, I'm trying to just create like a dialogue about esports that maybe isn't like just giving into the blind. Like, I mean, I have very limited knowledge as well, you know what I mean? Like, take what I'm saying with a grain of salt, but just from my observations being on the internet for like as long as I have, and just kind of like watching esports grow and get to the point where like I grew up in a time when you could never say I'm gonna play video games as a career, but now that's like actually potentially an option for some people, you know. And it's an interesting time for sure. Well, I'll be right back. We can continue this conversation in a second. Hold that thought. But yeah, let me grab more coffee. Let me catch up with this. I want to see. Well, let me get into the union room too. So wait, Ada and Sir Fizzbun were both offering a boost. Who should I go to? I'm sorry, like I didn't mean to waste both your time. I'm so sorry. I'm just gonna enter the one I see on screen. Yeah, the dilution and updates to gameplay is a big part of why esports can't go from its current bubble market state to solid footing with expensive physical infrastructure. Yeah, I think you have some really great insight. Oh, you're doing steel. Oh yeah, I'm looking for ghosts. Alright, I'll join you, Ada. Alright, cool. Thank you, Anna, by the way. I really appreciate it. Oh, no, I'm doing ice. No, actually, I need ice. Sorry. It doesn't really matter. It's not... It didn't really matter. You both could have done it. You know what I mean? It wouldn't have been like, oh, you're locked into the ghost one, I can't come over. Or you're locked into the steel one. Like, we could talk and make that change. Ice is, cloth sticks. The 2 cloth sticks with the prosciutto and the 3 pepper. And then whatever Herba Mystica. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, because, like, the fact that, like, it almost follows, like, the streaming culture. More than, like, anything. And streaming culture is, like, not necessarily... You know. Like, it may seem like... Wait, what should I bring? I'll bring green pepper and salt. I feel like that's what I always bring, right? Yeah, I mean, anyways. Interesting thoughts about competitiveness. I mean, I am, like I said, I'm flying out to Charlotte later this month to compete in another regional for Scarlet and Violet VGC. Like, my first regional that I've ever done for Pokemon was actually this year for the San Diego regional, and I got my butt handed to me. But to be honest, like, I feel like I could have even done better than I did do. But I honestly didn't prep to for the tournament as good as I thought I could have. And I'm in a position where, like, I kind of have a team for this tournament. Like, I'm prepping a little bit better, I feel like. But I'm still, like, kind of torn if I'm in the sweet spot for my team or not. I'm going to run in Charlotte later this month. That's kind of one of the reasons why I'm talking about the esports thing, is because we were talking about me, like, not going on stream for Go or whatever. And, like, honestly, I'm, like, over it. I just find it more interesting just from, like, a brand perspective, or, like, what is my goal? Like, was my goal to be on stream and be seen? Like, not really. I was actually playing the game because I just liked playing the game competitively. But, yeah, like, nowadays, like, for Scarlet and Violet, I just want to do good because it's something that I've always wanted to do. But to be honest, like, these metas are... They're very fun to play, like, if you're not, like, taking them that serious, but it's honestly, like, very difficult to, like, not commit to just running very similar teams as, like, other people that are top cutting tournaments right now. Like, my team I currently have for Series B or whatever, I'm running 0 Paradox Pokemon. And I keep thinking to myself that maybe that's, like, to my own detriment. But, like, I don't think you actually need to run, like, Iron Hands and stuff. But then I also think, like, Iron Hands can solo a 6-star raid, and it's like... maybe I should, like, take note of that power and wield it. Thank you, Ada, by the way. I really appreciate the boost. You would love to see 2 radio hobbyists doing a long-distance Pokemon trade with Game Boys. Sounds good, Ada. I really appreciate it. Yo, that's insane. That'd be funny. You mean like they're just kind of like narrating their experience? Like, you don't actually see any of the gameplay, it's just like audio. Like you're listening to like one of those like talk shows on the radio. Like in A Christmas Story, getting your Ovaltine. Alright. We got another ice sandwich boost. We got no luck on that first half hour. Let's see if that changes. Oh wait, hold on. Let me turn off the in-game music. I soft reset so it didn't save. Alright, good. That was a little crazy there for a second. Sorry about that. It took me a moment. You're gonna make a snow team? Yo, I'm telling you, Alolan Ninetales is gonna be such a good snow setter once it's allowed in the game. But even Bomb Snow is still like relatively good just because it can set up snow. So Titan with Belly Drum can be a huge threat in Trick Room. Even just like Iron Bundle and Abomasnow, Blizzard spam, like that stuff is insane. Plus, if I'm not mistaken, Blizzard has a higher chance to freeze in the snow. Like you could literally you can get a double freeze with a Blizzard if you're lucky enough. And and I'm pretty sure Blizzard has 100% accuracy in the snow. So it's just generally like insane. Was more thinking replacing the link cable with 2 antennas miles apart. Oh, like a walkie-talkie, like a radio. Oh, I see what you're saying. Also, the thing with competitive play, just like I know in real life, is that you can make all the right moves but still live, so don't stress too heavily about perfection. Yeah, that's what I'm thinking. Like, I think like a big part of it is just playing something that I'm comfortable with. Like, as long as my team has some chances into, you know, the common picks, like if I have ways, like even if like it comes down to me just having to make good calls against certain cores, I think that's still a perfectly fine place to be for a team. Like if I can't beat something that's like really common, like Dondozo, like I use this as an example all the time. Like if I can't beat Tatsugiri Dondozo, then I already failed at my team. Like that should always be something you take into consideration that your team can deal with, because it's, even if you don't see it in every match except for one, that one match you see it in, you're gonna regret not having a haze user, or you're gonna regret like, I mean that's the primary thing, is like just not having a haze user or some way to get rid of like, you know, clear smog or something. Like it's relatively, like you could bring in a clear smog Amoonguss, for example. Like literally, Amoonguss is one of those Pokemon that you can just throw on a team and it's good. Like there's not many cases where a Pokemon can just be thrown on any old team and function well, but Amoonguss is just one of them that does tend to work like that. To be honest, like it is so good. Just as like a disruptor, redirector. Like literally people have to account for Spore. Like, that's how good it is, like, you know what I mean? You just got a 5IV SQ from breeding, so it's gonna be your belly drum. Yo, that's sick. That's sick you're actually gonna try to make SQ work. We were talking about this the other day, how like, no one uses it. And I mean, granted, maybe for a good reason. But I feel like in a generation where Pokemon can change its Terra type, or change its type, and we've seen even crazier things find play, I feel like SQ could potentially find a niche. And like it might be gimmicky, maybe it'd be more of like a best of one team, like you can only really get the best of someone once, and then they'll figure out what you're doing, and then, I don't know. It's hard to say. It might, like, it could just be a gimmick, aka not that consistent. But like, getting those wins would be very glory driven, you know what I mean? Like, I'm about that, like, I'm about that life. Like, I love getting wins. Like, I don't know, maybe it's just like a personal preference. Like in every Pokemon game I've ever played, I just prefer to play like, shiny Snover, ladies and gentlemen. Yo, let's get this. This is new. Yo, yeah, that's beautiful. Very simple, but very nice. Alright, let's use full swipe. I'm thinking potentially a Premier Ball for this one. Dive Ball or Premier Ball? Premier Ball seems like a good one, just because of like ice, inside ice, or a snow setter. You think Luxury Ball? I like the idea of the Premier just because it's snow. Kind of like vibes with the snow. If we get a second one, I'll switch up the ball that we catch it in. The thing about this Pokemon too, if I found one that had low attack IVs, I would totally use it competitively, but we're just catching this for our shiny decks. Come on. I mean, obviously we didn't catch it there. Okay. Just gonna keep launching Premier Balls here at our shiny Snover. That was pretty fast too. Alright, we caught it. Nice. Alright, we got a shiny Snover. Dang, the shiny collection is growing. It's growing at a fast rate. Alright, let's check out if we have a mark on it real quick. Ooh, there's a cloudy mark. That's super cool. It's a lonely Snover in it on a cloudy day. Okay, we'll just throw that down there. All right. Thanks for tuning in today. Let's continue on. Yeah, we still have like 22 minutes left. Let's see what else we can find. Yeah, I mean, I'm not doing like a living shiny dex, but I want to at least get one of each species. Like, I'm not going to get like one of each form, but I want to get one of each family. That's my plan. Like, if I get dupes, then I'll keep the extras for like a living dex, but yeah, ultimately I'm just trying to get one of each family. Like, I'm not going to breed 3 starters just to get that. I mean, I could, but maybe if I'm still playing it at a point, I'll go back and like get dupes of things I need. But as of right now, I'm just trying to get one of each. You're still trying to finish your shiny charm. What version do you have? There's actually trade codes to get the version exclusives that you need. It's like a public known like, I think it's like a Reddit post, but you can pretty much get like foreign dittos through it, and it's just like people who are like all over the world trading in that same like trade code. Yeah, that's being strange. Thank you, Ada, though, regardless. Appreciate you. I just start like hanging over so much when I'm like staring at the screen. Awesome. Alright, so we got a Snover so far in this half hour. I guess I could hunt SQ also, technically. But so many options in this area for ice. I would love to get us a Titan. Bergmite, I would love to get to. Avalugg is terrible, but I have a soft spot for it still. Yeah, it should be pretty noticeable, I figured. I think most of these are pretty noticeable. I mean, even the Snover, it was kind of obvious when I saw it. And it's not that much different. The Cubchoo should be pretty clear. I guess Beartic, I'm trying to remember what Beartic looks like. I think it's like slightly different. I can't remember. I feel like it's noticeable. Whoops. Shiny hunt under inverted colors or grayscale. That's actually pretty interesting. Isn't there a way to like change your Switch settings to do stuff like that? That's cool. Maybe I could like dedicate a stream to something like that. That does sound spicy. Can they recognize shinies in a different color palette? And then I'll hunt Tandem Mouse. That would actually be like a headache. I think that might actually like cause people to like leave forever. That sounds cool. Imagine they're like hunting Tandem Mouse though. Would it even look different? I do want that Pokemon. It's a nuisance, the mouse hold. Yeah, me too. It's just like such a... It's like one of the shinies that is like... There's only pain associated with it. Like if you have that shiny, you went through some things. More than likely to get that shiny. Because I tried shiny hunting it before for like an hour on one of my flights over the holiday. I had zero luck finding it, and I just never went back to it because it was just such a painful, slow hunt. I felt like you just have to like let's go everything because I couldn't even tell like what was what. They don't look, they're a little different. It's just like very subtle, and the color change, the color's already like so similar. But yeah, it's like slightly different. Yeah, that might be a good call actually. I almost thought that was a shiny. I can't tell with like some of these like... I think it's like black. It's gray. I think it's like really noticeably different. Not just being in the shade. I was thinking about Masuda breeding it, to be honest. Like that actually did cross my mind. Like I thought that would be like less painful. Because at least I don't have to stare at my screen the whole time in hopes I'm getting it. But I almost feel like it would be faster in the wild. But it would just be like you just kind of have to get lucky regardless, I guess, right? But yeah, I've kind of considered doing Masuda. Yeah, it's a pure fairy type. It is purebred. Exactly. That's amazing. Nice pun. It is kind of an interesting Pokemon. Ay, ay, ay. Just trying our luck for the rest of our sandwich here. We have like 14 minutes left. Just looking. Still nothing. Yeah, I mean, for the most part, there's still a lot of Paldean Pokemon I have not got yet as a shiny. I would like to... I mean, I'm like all over the place. Like, I don't mind catching some of these past gen Pokemon, because I actually don't own a decent amount of them as shinies yet in game. I like how that one just fell off the edge and just like slowly falling. But yeah, it's been cool, you know, for the most part, just chilling out. I am thinking about doing a full odds Sapphire hunt when I reach 1,000 subscribers on my daily Sassifrass channel on the YouTubes. So definitely consider subscribing there if you're watching on Twitch. Cause it be popping off. You can watch me. I don't know, that seems like an easily regrettable decision. I feel like I'd regret it almost as much as I think it'd be one of the coolest shiny hunts. But like I said, I mean, it's like I could start off maybe like the first stream or two. It's like I focus primarily on just doing wild encounters. And then I'll just kind of like put it up on the stream while I'm doing other stuff. And just constantly be like checking and running away. And then we can kind of come to I don't know, I'll pick like a few different areas where we can shiny hunt in the game. Like I'll try to find a Pokemon that could be transferred all the way up to Scarlet and Violet. And we can do, like the idea will be to try to do like a ribbon journey for it once we get the shiny. And maybe it can be used on a competitive team down the line once they have transferring Pokemon in Scarlet Violet. Yeah, I'm thinking maybe... I think I'd rather get it in Legends Arceus. That's a shiny that might be annoying to hunt in this game. We'll see. I mean, it would be cool to kind of go revisit Legends Arceus in prep for transferring in Pokemon to Scarlet Violet and home. And like hunt some more of the shiny Hisuian Pokemon that I don't have. Because I already have most of them. And I already like explained how I have a shiny Arceus from BDSP. So that's sick. That's going to be able to be used in this game too, so that's... I mean, I don't think it'll be allowed competitively, I don't really know. Maybe like the fusion forms of Palkia and Dialga will be allowed competitively. I'm not really sure how that's going to work. Like a lot of these Pokemon were never in a game that was, you know, traditional in the sense of like how the battle system was. AKA all the Hisuians. I want to try picnicking here real quick. I just want to see what it does. Charmander and Leaf Green. Yeah. I mean, it could be cool to do like a Nuzlocke off an OG game too. Like, I don't know. Like, I could keep it open. Like, I just feel like a shiny hunt would make sense, but maybe it could be cool to do like a Nuzlocke on Gen 1. Or like something. Or even like Gen 3. Just randomly picnicking here. I mean, for the most part in this game, I do want to try to obtain every shiny that I do not currently have in home. Or in a different generation. Of course there's going to be duplicates. But yeah, definitely want to just try to focus on ones that are new. At least right off the bat. I mean, like, I caught another Sneasel, and I'm pretty sure I have a Sneasel in like almost like every game I've played. It's like crazy. Not like every, but the more recent ones. Seems like I've been getting a lot of shiny Sneasel. There's actually a clip of when I was playing Sword. When I got a shiny Sneasel, I wasn't even moving. I was standing idle. And this Sneasel ran into me and it was a shiny. Like, it's actually crazy. But that's why we out here. For moments like that that are It's like you would never believe someone. Like you probably would never believe me that that happened if it wasn't recorded. But yeah, it was like insane. I was so shocked. Because I was hunting Snom in the area and I was just like, I don't even know what I was doing. Like I was just like kind of like thinking or taking like a moment to think. And just like ran out of off the screen into me and it's just shiny. It wanted a home. I named it Not Snom. So if you ever see a Weavile in my collection named Not Snom, that's what it is. It's from that moment. I think I actually have it in my Legends Arceus at the moment as a Weavile. You only had 30 minutes to hunt it. Was it like before midnight that you started your hunt? That's really cool. Like I already have a shiny Frostmaw. I just can't tell if that's shiny or not. I just feel like checking it. Oh, you had like a little bit of time before you had to go to bed. You made your goal and were fortunately able to pull it off. Alright. Finding a different area, I guess, for spawns. I haven't really been seeing Glalie until I came over here. But yeah, thanks for tuning into the stream today. So far we got our Graveyard. We got ourselves Shiny Snover. That's really all we're at the moment. Just kind of roaming with an ice sandwich. Just seeing. I don't know why this Avalugg. I feel like it's not a shiny, but it just looked different for the lighting. I don't even know what the shiny Avalugg looks like. Does this have green eyes? Does it have yellow? I should just look this stuff up. It's okay. I could go hunt Iron Bundle. Get more Iron Bundle shinies. Just to like have for trades. Or like hunt for 0 attack or low attack one. Yeah, I really gotta decide by this week what team I'm gonna run. It's been tough because I've been getting some feedback. I faced a couple different people so far, but it's still hard for me to tell like where I stand for the tournament in Charlotte. And it's gonna be one of the final tournaments of the format. So yeah, I don't really know what to expect, to be honest. Yes, shiny Titan. Or Satotl. Shiny Satotl. Nice. Yo, this is awesome. Okay. Now, I think we'll catch this one in a luxury ball. Seems like a good decision. Nice critical catch on the very first ball. Let's see if it has a mark on it. Super hype. Terrawell Pokemon. Let me see, it's a title here. Ooh! It has uncommon mark. Alright, that's cool. I mean, that's better than nothing. Sick. Alright, so we got Satotl. It's another new ice Pokemon for our collection. Ooh, is this a different area in general that I have not been hunting in? Cryogonal would be a cool one to get, because I don't have that in like any game I've ever played. But I also feel like I'm not going to recognize. I think that's one that I'm probably not going to recognize if I see it. Unless it's like later. But I mean, between the snowstorm. Oh wait, Snom too is kind of hard to tell. I forgot, like Frostmoth and Snom be spawning out here. Okay. Just keep on keeping on. It's interesting, like, I don't know, like, I feel like I don't want to overthink this tournament. I kind of just want to go into it with what I'm comfortable. I don't remember. I feel like, is it red, the shiny? I can't remember. Like, it has like red on its punching gloves or whatever. Wait, you're saying Cryogonal's orangish? Orangey? Let's see. This area actually seems a lot better to hunt ice Pokemon, whatever this is. A lot more flat surface. Oh. Slick the side. Oh, the crab. Yeah, I was talking about the crab. It's oranges. I already have it, but I don't remember what it looked like. It's pretty easy to get in this area if you use a fighting sandwich. Yeah, I don't know what this... I should probably just bring Cryogonal up. Like, I don't think I've seen it, but... it is a little hard to tell. Okay. Okay, so the eyes are probably going to be the biggest difference. Yeah, I figured it was like lighter blue. I think Snom is like greenish tint. Yeah, like the frame rate drops a little intense. If this ran smooth, even though it's not like the prettiest looking game, it still would have been pretty good. Yo, what is up, X Factor? Good to see you, bro. How's everything going, man? It's going well. I'm just chilling out right now, trying to get some ice Pokemon as shinies. I'm gonna try to... let's kind of fly up here and come back down. Yeah, let's just keep it moving. The gym is pretty interesting, I suppose. Just chilling. That's great to hear, man. It's good to hear, bro. Have you been competing in any of the Go regionals? Yeah. Alright, cool. Yeah, I figured it was red. I'm pretty sure it was red because I caught it already. It's just some of them I just kind of don't remember exactly. Like, I know they're ones that if we see them, they'll be pretty obvious because they're just anomalies. Since we have a lot that we can compare with. You did Orlando and Knoxville. Oh, nice. How was your runs? Yeah, I know I can Google it. I'm just being... I do occasionally when I'm not feeling so lazy. Probably better just Google it. But yeah, as of right now, I'm just kind of like... We already got 2 shinies during this Sammy. Just trying to luck for more. I see, X Factor. You doing any more, or like, how you feeling about it? That's the way to do it, Ada. That's the way to do it. Yeah, I was thinking... Like, I'm actually going to be going to Charlotte, but I'm going to be competing in VGC. That's what I've been doing this cycle. I haven't done any Go yet. But I don't know if I'm a big fan of Series 3 or Series C that they're going to be doing. So there's a chance I might try doing some Go before the end of the Worlds cycle. I don't really know yet, though. I've been kind of taking a little bit of a break from it competitively. But if I get, like... If I just feel like there's really no point to play in Scarlet Violet VGC after my next run or two, then at least one time I'll probably do Go. Whether it be like NAIC or maybe Fresno that's coming out here. I always like to keep the option on the table, depending on what I feel like down at that point. Oops. Yeah. Like, San Diego was definitely bittersweet. Like, it was a great learning experience for VGC, but there was like a part of it that, like, you know, I really didn't get a chance to really spend time with a lot of the people who were playing Go. Besides, like, the people I came down with and such. Because I was so, like, caught up in doing my matches and such. But I also met a lot of new people. Like, I actually, networked a bit. It was still cool. I mean, like, I don't regret it in any way, but, you know. It's one of those situations where you kind of have to pick and choose. So, how much time do I have left on this? Oh, we're actually done with it. Alright, so we ended up getting... We got ourselves a Toddle Shiny that had a mark. We also got ourselves the Snover, and it also had a mark. Cloudy mark. We got Greavard today, so we got 3 new shinies to our collection. Honestly, our collection is starting to rack up. Yeah, at some point I want to resume doing the Villon. I will admit I'm a little, like, paranoid about the glitch in the game or whatever. Yo, what's up? Why not? Good to see you, bro. Shout out to the homie. Why not? Let me take a look around me real quick. Let me see what my mass outbreaks are. We got Golduck, Quillfish, Bombirder, which is one I don't have. I mean, all of those I don't have. Magikarp, Azrael. Don't really care about that. Revorum, excuse me. We already caught one. Honestly, I might check out this outbreak real quick. Why not? Good to see you, bro. Shout out to the homie. Why not? The legend himself. The why not? The why not gang. Why not? If you're not with them, why not? That's all we gotta ask you. Alright, I'm gonna go up here. I might do this, I don't know. I'm thinking about either... I'm thinking one more hunt. Either one more sandwich or one more hunt. And then I'll end my stream today. You might travel to the States soon. Oh, really? Dude, that's hype. Why are you coming out to the States? All the way. Is this even a good outbreak, or is it like in a weird spawn area? Yo, isn't this Greninja sick though? I mean, can we not forget how sick this Pokemon is? Like, look how good it is. It's just the perfect shiny. Yo, you're gonna be driving all the way to Mexico? Yo, honestly, yeah. I imagine you could find yourself this way. That would make sense. But aren't you like on the east coast side of Canada? Bombardier. Yeah. I saw some people speculating this might be a good raid counter for Decidueye. I mean... Wait. Why'd I do that? Why not, baby? It is interesting. Like, what is the point of that, like, Lapis skin? Like, is it just to drop rocks on prey? Yeah, this is a shiny Greninja. It took me 1,502 eggs on stream to get it. Yeah, he looks more like a ninja. He's straight up, like, messing people up. That's his PP. Oh, okay. It all makes sense now. This makes me love the Pokemon even more. Thanks, bro. Yeah, I've been like hunting a lot of the shiny Pokemon in this game. Some of them have been pretty fast, but that one was not. Good to have you. Alright, Greninja. This area seems a little clunky. Like, the land's not really that flat. But we'll try. So, are you still there, Ada, by chance? Alright. I was thinking maybe I'll, like, knock out the appropriate amount. And then maybe I can get another boost, potentially? Wow, they're like barely spawning over here. Okay, that's 30. Here they come. They just come out of the sky. I'm just gonna go down here. This is a dark flyer, right? Is that its typing? That's what I thought, yeah. So, I guess it doesn't really matter what sandwiches you use here. Wait, there's Ho-Oh raids right now? Is that what the current raid hour is in Pokemon Go? Dark is best. Okay. Oh. I didn't even realize it was a raid hour. But yeah, that makes sense. You're on the East Coast. Wait, what is this? Wait, is that the shiny? Oh my gosh! I actually found the shiny already! Holy smokes! That was crazy! I was just clearing out the stuff. Yo, that's sick. Yo, thanks Cheap and Easy. Good to see you, bro. I didn't even like start. Alright, sick. That's a great find. Yo, I was like staring at it, like I couldn't pick up right away like what the difference was, but yeah, it's the beak. Luxury ball, timer ball actually would be kind of cool here. Premier ball also, but I'm gonna try timer ball. Maybe luxury ball. You caught one in the timer ball. Yeah, I think I'm gonna do the same. Okay, well... yeah, I guess that's like really all I had in mind. Yeah, I'm gonna end my stream after I catch this. But, I think, depending on what happens, like, I'm gonna figure out, like, what we're doing, like, with our little trip we're doing for the next couple days. Alright, we caught it. But, there's a chance I might postpone my Saturday stream to either later in the day or maybe Sunday. And I'm thinking maybe we could do, like, we could try and do, like, a Union Room stream, whether it be, like, a shiny hunt or just kind of hang out in the same game for a little bit. Instead of being so strictly sitting here just, you know, tunnel vision on shiny hunting. Like, we could still shiny hunt as a group too. But, yeah, I'll just kind of go into it with, like, no real expectations. So, and also willing to, like, use some of my Herba Mystica and such. So, yeah, I'm thinking maybe we could do that this weekend. We'll see what happens. I'm sure it won't be an issue finding people to get in the Union Room. But with that being said, ladies and gentlemen, thanks for tuning into the stream. Actually, let me check out the shiny real quick and see if it has a mark. Because that was a full odds. I mean, not like full odds. Technically, it wasn't full odds. But no sandwich boost. Alright, we got the shiny. Got the big pecs on it. Adding to our collection here. But thanks for tuning into the stream today. Hope you're all doing well. And I'll see you this weekend. The Sass Squad is getting stronger each and every day. Good morning, evening, afternoon for tuning in. I'll catch you in the next one. Take care, friends. Peace. Bye.